everybody. I am Krishna Rao Patro. Today we will discuss about one concept called file copy in Java. How you can do the file copy concept. You can copy one source file to another source file. To copy the source file to destination file, you need what? Two things. One is file reader, another is file writer. Using these two classes, you have to copy. That means you have to read the content from one file and copy to another file. So for this, you have to depend on two important class, that is file reader class as well as file writer class. File reader class will allow you to open the file in read mode, and file writer class will allow you to open the new file in write mode. So already in the previous session, we have seen the various modes: read mode, write mode, append mode. So for copy, I need one file in the read mode, another file in write mode. So open two files. Assume I want to have one source file called x.txt. This file already exists, I am assuming, and destination file, that means a new file I want to create, that is y.txt. So initially I made it static. These two files I will use in this program. So what I will do, I will read line by line from the file. How will I read? I will read from my hard disk to a buffer first. So using buffer reader, I can get line by line easily, so that I can link buffer reader with my file. Once I link the file with my buffer reader, it will allow you to read line by line very easily, so that processing will be very fast. So to make the processing fast, better use the buffer reader. So I have created one object called file reader object. This file reader is opening which file? My source file. Here my source file is x.txt. This source file opened, and that I have linked with buffer reader. This buffer reader having an object called br. So using this br, I will read line by line. After reading line by line, what I have to do? I have to copy the file to the destination file. So the destination file I have created with the file writer. This object is ready. So here also I will write line by line, read line and write line. So if you want to write line by line, there also you write buffer writer. These two are the important classes are available under IO package. Under IO package. Once both objects are ready, then because in my file there may be multiple lines, so you have to read line by line. So whenever there are multiple lines, you have to use a loop. So use a loop. Read one line. After reading one line, then write. How will write? Using buffer writer. So after writing one line, put a new line. Automatically that line will be entered to new. Because after writing one line, I should go to next line automatically. So for that, I have to introduce a character called new line character. Generally, we are writing backslash n. Instead of writing backslash n, we can write a new line character also. Then one more, a statement called flush. Once you write flush statement, then whatever the content are there in the buffer, that will clean. Then that will push into the file directly. So better always write the flush statement at the end. This process will continue till end. Once the file means read line by line, it will write. Once you reach end of the file, then that will return null value. That means you are not able to read. Whenever you are not able to read, that becomes null. Whenever null comes, it indicates that it is end of file. Once end of file comes, the loop will close. Then you can print a message that file copied. File copied. All these statements are written in a try block. Why? Because it may generate some runtime error. So to avoid this runtime error, I am writing in a try block. The try block always followed by a catch statement. So catch it and print if at all any errors are there. Of course, this statement may not work always. This may raise error if at all any runtime errors are there. So this is the way the file copy works. Now, one more content. We'll see how to delete a file. Assume I want to delete a particular file from my directory. if the file already exists. So here what I will do, I am importing my file class and importing my util package, and I want to read a file name. So using scanner, I have created one object called SC. SC is my scanner object. Read the file name. After reading file name, I will create the object of the file. Whichever file I want to delete. This file I want to delete. This file to be deleted. To be deleted. Once the file exists, the file object will be created. Then here I will call the delete method. The delete method will return true or false. If it is deleted, true. If it is not deleted, it returns false. So if it is deleted, there is a file deleted. And what is the name of the file? That is already, I told you in the previous session, there is a method called getName that will give the name of the file. So that file will be deleted. If at all returns false, then it comes in. File cannot be deleted. So this is the way you can delete a file also from your directory. So in my directory there may be multiple files. So sometime you may be interested to delete a particular file completely from the directory itself. Then you can call the delete concept. So delete is the method which is part of file class. So this is the way you can delete it. Similarly, one more file will see how to count the words of a file. In a file, there may be multiple lines and multiple words and multiple characters. But here now I am interested to count the number of words. So what I will do, I will read the file name using scanner class. After reading file name, I will check how many words are there in each line. And finally, I will count the total words. So my question is what? Count the words of a file. In a file, there may be multiple. For example, I am having a file called hello.txt. There is a sentence called assume I love Java. This is a line available. How many lines? Only one line is there. So, but how many words are there? 1, 2, 3. Whenever there is a white space comes, then that becomes beginning of next word. Now, this line I have to read it. How to read? Because I told you to read line by line. Better you link the file with your buffered reader. So I am linking my buffered reader with my file. Whatever the file name you have given, this file name I am opening through file reader. After creating the file reader object, I am linking with buffered reader. From the buffered reader, I will read one line and then split it. Line dot split. That will split into words, because here split is a method which takes one backslash s. That means space. Whenever any space comes, that particular space is the delimiter for the word. So now this length method will give you how many words are there in the line. So the count words I am keep on adding. Then finally when the loop is over, print it. So this is the way you can count the number of words also. Now let us see how to do with our system. Now you have seen the program. Now I will show you the different varieties. Let us say I am opening my notepad. The first file I told you, copy the file. Control N. Copy a file. So for that you need what? You have to read source file as well as you have to read destination file also. Destination file. Now both the file I am expecting you are able to open. Now let me import my required classes. For file handling, my required package is IO package. So I will import it. Import java.io.star. Okay. As well as I want to read the file name. So for reading file name, I will use my scanner class. The scanner class belongs to util package. So I will import java.util.star. star. Now class copy file. This is the name of the class. Here I will do my processing. Public static void main string arguments array. Fine. Next, because here what I have to do, I have to read the source file, I have to read the destination file, means the name of the file. So both are string type, string source comma destination. That means I am reading source file name, source file as well as destination file. After reading source file and destination file, then I will do my reading and writing operation. But before that I have to read it. For that I will use my scanner class. Scanner sc equal to new scan scanner system dot in. Okay, my scanner object is ready. Then here I will ask the user to enter both system dot out dot println, enter source file, once this file comes, my source file I will read it. Source file equal to sc dot next. Fine. Similarly, I will read the destination also. My destination file, because both are essential for me. After reading these two files, I will do my IO operations, input and output operation. For that, I told you always you have to start with try block, and the try block must be followed by catch. Exception E. Now, here what I have to do? I will open the source file in read mode because this file already exists. So I will read it. So for reading, I will use one file reader fr equal to new file reader. Inside this file reader class will take my source file name. What is the name of the source file? That is given in this source file itself. Now my source file I will pass as a parameter here. So source file is ready, means ready to open. Later this file, because I told you the file is already available in the hard disk. From hard disk it has to come to my local buffer, means the RAM. So if the data comes to the local buffer, then the reading will be very fast. So to make the processing to be fast, I will use the buffer reader. Buffered reader BR, this is my object. This buffer reader, new buffer reader. Here my buffer reader will be linked with my file. My file is linked with already fr object. So I will write fr. So my buffer reader is ready to read line by line. After reading this line by line, then I have to write it. For that, I will write a class called file writer. This file writer class is ready to write. So new file writer within bracket the name of the file, that is destination file, because you want to write into destination file. So my destination file is ready, but where you write, how to write, that also I will use my buffer writer, because buffer writer is making the process very fast. So buffer writer is a class, BR is my object, equal to new buffer writer. Here I will pass my FW. FW is what? My file writer object. Using this BR and BW, I will do the file copy. I will read first line. The line is what? It is string. So string one line. this initially this line is empty. Now I will read first line, then go to next line, then go to last line. When you reach last line, because after reading the last line, it will go to null value. That means end of the file. So I'll put a condition while line not equal to null. If it is not equal to null, I'll go inside. Initially line is not equal to null. If it is null, stop it. So what I'll do, I'll write line equal to br dot read line. This is my method. I'm reading a line and checking. If total is null, stop it. If it is not null, I'll go inside and write it. How to write? For writing purpose, I told you you have to use buffer writer. So that is my BW. So BW dot write the particular line from 0th position to till last position. That means line dot length till last character. It will write line by line. After that, after reading, means after writing this line, then I have to read the next line. Because here I am checking whether your is null or not. Read next line. So this process will continue. Read from this line and write to that. Whenever it is line become null, then stop the process. Once the reading and writing operation over, then what I will do? I will close it. So br dot close and then bw dot close. Okay, this is the process. File copy dot Java. So I have copied. File copy. Now please observe here. The program looks very nice. Sometimes it may not write also. Let us check whether it is writing or not. If it is not writing, what are the solution for that? Let us run. Compile. Yes. Java C. File copy dot Java. Yes. The file writer FW could know file writer this destination file cannot find the symbol. It says that these symbols are not there. Source file, destination file. This is BW because my buffer writer object BW, FW, BR. Yes, Control S. Still there are some mistakes. Line number 19. File writer. File writer. Line number 19. The W should be uppercase because it's completely case sensitive. You must be very careful for that. Yes. Clear the screen. Java C. File copy. Dot Java. Yeah. Now it is come as per the syntax is concerned. Fine. Whether it is running or not properly. Java file copy. Now it is asking enter the source file. Assume I am having a file called same file. File copy is there already there. File copy. This file already available in my system because this file I am compiling now. Now it is asking destination file. Okay, I will write destination.java. Source file is file copy. My destination file is destination.java. If I press enter button, now if I say dir start.java, it should come. So many files are coming. Whether destination.java is there or not. dest. Yeah, there is a file called destination.java. Now let us check what is that file. There destination dot Java. Yeah, it is there. So I will open it dest dot Java. If I press enter button, yeah, but it looks like a little bit to zigzag manner. So it is writing in a sequential manner, but I don't want to write in this sequential manner. I want to introduce line by line manner. That means I want to stop this process here. After writing one line, I will write bw dot new line. Once I write this line, automatically after writing one line, one new line will be introduced. Java C, file copy dot Java. Yes, copy Java. Yes, file copy dot Java. My destination is destination dot Java. Yes, copy. Now let us check destination dot Java. If I type enter button, yeah, now it looks like our original file, line by line. Earlier it was in haphazard manner. Now that haphazardness gone. So to have line by line, better introduce one more statement called bw dot line. This is the line. Of course, here the buffers are clear, automatically is writing, but sometimes it may not write also. To avoid this problem, you please write the statement called fw dot flush. Once you write flush statement, then that line will be flushed. That means it will go to the system directly. Means the buffer will be clear. So writing problem will not be there. So better always flush it. This will flush the string. Is it clear? So of course print a message always. Once the work is over, you print a message system dot out dot println file copy. Which file? Here I will write plus source file copy to the destination file. Destination file. This message I will print it. Control S. Go to the command prompt. Then Java C file copy dot Java. Yes, Java file copy. Yes, assume my file name is something abcd.java. Enter xyz.java. Now the file copied message did not come. That means abcd.java is not available. So there I should print a message, this file does not exist. So here that message I will print it. System dot out dot println, that whenever the error comes, the catch block should activate. So here I will print the message E. E is my error object. So once I write this statement, that will give you why that statement has come. Copy, compile. Yes, for example, I will write abcd.java, some xyq.java. Now, yeah, here you got abcd.java file not found. File not found exception has come. So that means if you have given some wrong file name, which is not there, then you will get this exception. Okay. Now if I give proper name, Java file copy, assume my file copy is there. File copy.java is there. My destination dot Java. Yeah. Now file copy to destination.java. Now this message has come. That means the source file is completely copied. Fine. So this is the way you should write the file copy program. This is very important program. So try to go through the code. It is simple code only. Only the thing is you have to import the packages, then read the file name, source and destination, then go for file reader and buffer reader to make the processing very fast, then file writer and buffer writer. After this, then you have to read one line, write one line, read, write until you reach end of the file. So whenever you reach end of file, that line become null. So here I am putting a condition. If line is not null, go inside, read one and write. So whatever the line you are reading, you write it first. Then again read the next line. After writing, then write a blank line, then flash the buffer. Again, whatever the line you are reading, again checks. So it is keep on going. Reading, writing. Once the work is over, then close the stream. So here, when the loop is over, close both stream. Close the stream. So this is the way you have to do. Okay. Now we'll see one more program, how to delete a file. So this program you see how to copy a file. Now to see how to delete a file. Control N. Delete a file. Now my goal is I will give my own name, my own file name. If at all file exists in my system, then it should say delete. If it is not there, then it will say it is not available or not possible to delete. So I'll import java.io.star. Okay. Import the IO package. Then class delete file is my, or also file delete. File delete is my class name. This is my own class. Okay. Then I will public static void main string argument array. Here what I will do, I will try to delete. So I told you, I think in the last class also, there is a built-in class called file itself. So file object, I will create a file object, new file with the file name. Which file you want to delete? Whatever the file you want to delete, that name you have to specify. So that means this file name is what? It is the name of the file, that is string. So I will define string file name, fine. And what is the name of the file? That I have to read from the user. So better use scanner class, scanner sc equal to new scanner within bracket system dot in, then file name equal to sc dot next line. I am reading the file name, but before that I will print a message. Enter file name, system dot out dot println, enter file name to delete, enter file name to be deleted, Once this message comes, I will give the file name, that file name I will delete. But how will you read? Using util package. So I will write import java.util.star. Okay. After that, my file object is ready. Once the file object ready, then I have to delete it. So I think I told you in the previous session, in file class there are lot of methods are there. One of the method is delete method. So how will you know? I'll go to command prompt. Clear the screen. There is a tool called Java P. Java.io.file. Yeah. Now these are the methods available. One of the method is called delete. Now can I execute? My directory can exist. Please observe here. There is a method called delete. Control F, delete. Yeah, delete. Now this method, did you observe? This method returns what boolean value. The boolean says either true or false. That means if file already available, it can delete. If file is not there, or you have given wrong file name, then it will say that not possible to delete. So I will use this delete method. Now here I will put a condition. If my object name is file object, I will call the method delete. This method returns what? True or false. If it is true, then I will print a message file deleted. System.out.println file deleted. Which file? Whatever the name you have given, that name is file name itself. File name plus deleted. That means whatever the name you have given, that name you deleted. Otherwise, if it is you have given wrong name, then I will say not deleted. Not deleted, either you do not have permission or you have given wrong file name. This can be anything. File name not deleted. So here file delete. File delete. Delete.java. So file delete is my program. Go to the program. Clear the screen. Assume I am having some txt file, dir start.txt. How many are there? Please observe here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 txt files are there. One of the txt file I want to delete. I want to delete one file called x.txt. Now, Java, my file delete. File delete is my program. It is asked file delete. Could not find file delete. I have to compile it. Java C file delete dot Java. Okay. Java file delete. Compiling. Now it is asking enter the file name to delete. Already in my file, for example, hello.txt is there. hello.txt. This file already exists. Yeah, file deleted. Now if I say dir start.txt, now the hello.txt is not there. Earlier it was there. Now it is not there. That means file is deleted. So this is the way you can delete it. Similarly, Java file delete. Assume I'll give some again hello.txt. This file is not there, but again I'm giving hello.txt not deleted because it's not found. It is not found. So this is the way you can do the deletion operation. Now see how to count the number of words of a line. Number of words of a line. Count number of words in a file. How many words are there in a file? Because the file is nothing but collection of lines, multiple lines. Under each line there are multiple words. So now I want to count total number of words in a file. Total number of words in a file. count words dot java. Now see, import. This program requires importing always. Import java dot io dot star. Okay. Next, plus count words now count words from a file. Whatever the file name you are giving, in that file how many words are there? Because the file may have multiple lines. Under each line multiple words are there. Total number of words how many? That one I want to do. Public static void main string argument array. Here what I will do, I will read the file name. String my file name. Assume my file name is file copy.java is already there. File copy dot java. This file having how many lines and how many words I want to count it. This one how will I read? Using file reader I can read. So file reader for equal to new file reader in bracket my file name. But I told you this statement may generate exception. So for that purpose I will write always in a try block. Try this statement in a try block. The try block may throw exception. Exception E. System dot out dot println. I want to print the errors. If at all any errors are there. And I told you the file reader it will allow you to read. But to make it fast, what I'll do, I'll use buffer reader. Buffered reader beer equal to new buffered reader within bracket I will link. So that means my buffer is linking with file. From the buffer I will read. So now I will define one string called line. So from the buffer means from the file I will read line by line. After reading the line, then I will count the words. Actually my intention is what? My intention is to count the words of a file. Count number of words in a file. So I need a counter. Int word counter. Word counter. Initially word counter is 0. Word counter is 0. Now I will read line by line while line equal to br dot read line. I am reading a line. Once you read end of the file, it will return a null. If it is not null, then I will go inside. Here, this line I will split it because in a line there will be multiple space or tab, some white space. So whenever the white space comes, that is the end of the word. That is the end of the word. So line is my string dot split is my method ++ s the space delimiter. There may be multiple space may come. Once you apply the split method, what it will do? It will give you the list of words. So that means it returns an array of strings. The array of strings having multiple items. So to know the size of the array, there is a method called length, L-E-N-G, This attribute will give you the length, means how many words are there or how many items are there. That I will add to my word count. Word count plus equal. Read one line, count it, add it, count it, add it. When the loop is over, I will close the file. So br dot close. This is always the last operation. In file handling, the last operation is close. After that, I will print the message. System dot out dot println number of words. Word count. Okay. Control S. Count words dot Java. Java C. Count words dot Java. Yes, my program is compiling. Now Java. Count words. Now I have given which file? I have given the file copy.java. So if I run, yeah, there are 183 words are there in that file. File copy.java. Please observe here. File copy.java. How many lines are there? From first line till 40th line. There are 40 lines are there, as well as the number of words are 180. Sorry, you got it. Yeah, 183. This many words are there. Of course, you may also interested to know number of lines also. So in that case, what I will do? I will make a line counter also. Like word counter, I will make line counter. Int line counter. Initial line counter is 0. So here, after reading the line, my line counter should increment. Line count plus line count plus. So it will give you the number of lines. Once the work is over, print the number of lines. Number of lines. Line count. Now compile it. Yes. 40 lines are there. In that program, 40 lines are there. 183 characters means words are there. If at all you want to know the total number of characters, total number of character means what? Then I will make one more counter called int char count. Character count. Initially character count is 0. So here the character count, how to find? Character count plus equal to, my line is a string, line dot length, length, length is a method that gives the length of the line. So entire line is added. Once the work is over, then print the number of characters. Number of characters. Char count. Okay. Java C. Count words dot Java. Yes. Java. The count word. If I run, yeah, there are 895 characters are there. So you can do word count, line count, character count of a file. So this is the way. I hope it is clear. So this is one of the very, very important program for your examination. So please do it. I hope you have today learned how to copy a file, source to destination, how to delete a file, and third one is how to count the number of words, number of lines, number of characters. So some other program will see in other session. Okay. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.